Question 1, we're going to group the x's and group the y's. So 13x plus 17x is 30x, and minus 24y. If you start at minus 24 and add 14, you're going to end up at minus 10. So altogether 30x minus 10y. Part B, really easy to make a mistake here and just use the algebra, make sure you solve it at the end. But we're going to start with a split screen approach because we've got two separate brackets. We do this side, 6 multiplied by 1 minus 2x. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times minus 2 is minus 12, but it's minus 2x, so it's minus 12x. On this side, minus 3 times x plus 1. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Minus 3 times positive 1, 1 negative sign, so it stays a negative, minus 3. If I bring all of that back together, but don't forget that it's equals 0. I'm going to group the x's. So I've got minus 15x. 6 take away 3 is positive 3. I've then got to solve it. Now because this is negative, I'm going to add 15x. Just makes it a bit easier. So 3, so that'll disappear, is equal to 15x. So x, you've got to divide by 15, which looks really weird because 3 divided by 15 is not a whole number. And because it's the non-calculator paper, I'm going to leave it as a fraction. That would be fine. Just because I like simplifying, I'm going to divide both of them by 3 and get that x is a fifth. Again, that's fine. You can just put that there, or you can put 0.2. Question 2 is a starred question, so I'm going to have to make my working out really clear and write some sentences to explain what I'm doing. We want to see if Jenny has reached her target of a fifth. Has Jenny met the council's target? So we need to see if over the week she's average being a fifth of her waste is recycled. On January, we know that she recycled a tenth. In February, we know that she recycled 15 kilograms out of 120 kilograms of waste. So that's 15 out of 120, and if I simplify that, I can divide that by 5, I get 3. And I get 24. If I cancel that again, 3 out of 24, that's 1 out of 8. In March, she got 13% of 112. Now I can either do this as working out what 13% of that is, but what I'm going to do is, because I want to compare fractions, I'm just going to write it as a fraction. So I'm going to say that 13% is 13 out of 100. Now I know that a tenth is 0.1, an eighth is 0.125. If you're not sure, a quarter is 0.25, and an eighth is half of a quarter, so an eighth is half of 0.25. And 13 out of 100 is 0.13. So when they're asking which was the best month for recycling, you can easily see that she recycled the most in March. 0.13 or 13% is the highest value. So she recycled the highest percentage in March. There are other ways of saying that she did the best. You could say she recycled more in 1 month, but because we don't know how much she recycled in January, we've just got a fraction. We can only talk about the proportion that she's recycled. So she recycled the highest in March. When we're looking at whether she met the target, the council's target of 0.2, which is a fifth, she never in a single month reached 0.2. And so she's not met their target. So she's not met their target. Notice that I've put some sentences to explain my thinking. If you don't do that, you're not going to get all those 4 marks because the question's got a star on it.